Hey, I'm Doug McGoldrick. I'm working at Penn Elementary School in North Lawndale in Chicago. The reason I chose that school is one of my really close friends is a kindergarten teacher there, and I thought it would be really cool to just kind of like do one classroom for like the entire school year, so the kids would really like get to know me and I'd be like a very familiar face. And I was really attracted to doing kindergarten because it's really interesting to see how like the beginning of the school year, like school's all new to them. You know, they've never been to school ever before. As kind of the year is going on, they're getting kind of more comfortable. They know how school works. They know like how to line up and how to raise their hand and like how to do all those kind of things that you learn in kindergarten. As far as my process goes, my goal is for the kids not to really even notice that I'm there. My camera's like a silent mode on it, so it doesn't make like a shutter sound. And I shoot from my waist a lot, so I'm like holding the camera up to my eye so it doesn't look like I'm taking a picture. You know, I'm shooting down here a lot. Because I really want the kids to pretty much ignore me while I'm there. I don't want to be like the focus of attention. You know, that should be like the school. I'm there a lot now, so like when I walk in, they're all like, "Hey, how you doing?" They all know me, which is really fun. Get some hugs and stuff, which is great. But once I start taking pictures, they kind of go on with their day and don't really bother me. So it's great that I can kind of be invisible in there. I took these like Saturday morning drawing classes on the weekends, and there was a woman named Dorothy Odland, and like she was the person who like growing up I thought of. She's like a real artist, you know, like she has work in like galleries, and she seemed like such a big deal at the time. So it was great to see somebody like who's working as an artist and like, you know, really doing it from what I thought at the time. So she was a really big influence on me. So I grew up, you know, like in the Minneapolis area. And I was in high school kind of in like the mid to late 80s. And so there was like a really super hardcore like Minneapolis scene then with like the Replacements and the Suburbs and Husker Du were all like local bands. So like I was really into like all those bands. We would go out to see them like constantly because they would play at like, you know, parks and Winterfest and all that kind of stuff. So even when I was like in high school, I was like constantly going out to see music of all the like kind of local Minneapolis bands. Mainly the Suburbs were like my favorite band at the time. I'd probably seen them like dozens of times probably. When I was in high school, like I was all about the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like from pretty much the day I turned 16, me and my friends were like, let's drive downtown and go to Rocky Horror. And I went like probably twice a month for like 5 or 6 years, something like that. Like I was really into Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like that was like my awesome thing to do on the weekends. Like we'd go down and see Rocky Horror. Like I went to it long enough to like I had like a free pass to get in, and I was like dressed as the characters. Like it was awesome. That was like my total scene in high school.